Our next speaker is Jan Saxton, the former head of the Aromas Grange. And I just want to say, I've known Jan for many years, and Jan helped. She was one of the proponents on Measure J. And I think that she's been in this fight and deeply concerned about the rural community for a very long time. She also participated, and I think she's going to say a little bit about her experience participating in what is supposed to be community and citizen participation in our general plan, but ends up being something far short of that. Jan Saxton.
Thank you very much. I do care deeply about this county. I moved here in 2003 and got deeply involved in Aromas in the Grange. And I was appointed by Anthony Botello to be on the GPAC, the General Plan Advisory Committee. And we had a great team, we really did. We had Jim West, we had one of the rangers down from the Pinnacles, we had some people from the northern part of the county who had participated in a general plan update in Gilroy. And it was a broad representation, and we met for the very first time, and we were introduced to the very overpriced outside consultants who were brought in by the supervisors to update our general plan in San Benito County. And I remember that one of their claims to fame was they had recently updated the general plan for Sacramento County. Anybody been to Sacramento? Yeah. It's one big sprawl. And at that very first meeting, we were presented with a very fancy PowerPoint presentation and printed out on paper, and the first question they asked us was, do you want a 2%, 5%, or 10% growth for the future of your county? And we were just dumbfounded. I was like, why are you putting this in front of us? We have a 1% growth cap, and we like it. So what else can we talk about? And they kept hammering on growth and development, and they did not want citizen oversight. We were just a rubber stamp, a checkbox in the process. Citizen oversight, check. They had nothing. They had nothing to say that we wanted to hear, and they didn't want to hear anything we had to say. I found my notebook when I was moving recently, and I've got a picture of a mushroom that I was drawing on the bottom corner of my notes to share with the people on either side of me, because we were being kept in the dark right from the get-go and shoveled fertilizer. Yes, we were. So that was my experience with how county government works in San Benito, and I was really frustrated, and so were many of the people on the team, and ultimately we left the consultants out of it. They divided up the segments of the plan. They worked in committees. We did our own update. We did a really good job. We presented it to the supervisors. They took it in the back room. They put all the development stuff back in, and then they approved it. Including that huge development that was voted down at the top of Highway 25 Rancho something years ago. The citizens voted no. They just kind of sketched it back in because they're going to get to it eventually. So when I called Anthony Botello to ask about Measure K, when I first heard about it, he explained to me that he thought that it was really important that they do the work up at the Benito station, that node, because there was some derelict problem up there that really needed to be cleaned up, and it was going to be a real benefit to everybody. And he trusted the supervisors to make good decisions on all the other things as they came up. And I didn't argue with him, but I thought to myself, well, I do not trust our supervisors. I think they're in the pockets of the developers. It may not be every single individual, but certainly a majority of them are being funded and getting their walking orders from developer money, and it's obvious by the decisions that they keep making. So anyway, that's the piece about the general plan. I'm here to say 4 things. I am so angry at the Yes, I'm K people. They've got a lot of money, they're making real big signs, and it's all a lie. It's all deceptive advertising. They start out with control housing. We're going to control housing by putting in 120 more houses. I don't get that. Hello, control growth by adding growth. We're going to add jobs. Yeah, anybody want to be, another The jobs are all, they're minimum wage jobs. We're gonna have hotel maid jobs, and we're gonna have people working behind the counter at the gas station. They're not careers, they're not bringing in any industries that benefit our county or are gonna build careers for our kids and our people. They're lousy jobs, and not very many of them. And they're planning for the past. They're planning based on the idea global warming's not a thing. We're all just gonna keep driving our cars forever up and down Highway 101. We're never gonna have high-speed rail. We're never gonna have public transportation that works. So we're just gonna plan as though life goes on the way it did 40 years ago, and it's gonna be great. And I'm like, this makes me crazy. I try to stay out of local politics, but this makes me crazy. That's really all I came here to say. Every time I go past their big green signs, I just get furious because it's all a lie. And so you need to talk to your neighbors. I'm sorry if they get mad at you. You need to talk to them. You need to let them know that they're being fed a lot of fertilizer, and it's good for crops, but not for people. We are tired of it, and I'm so excited about this initiative. We're going to have to get those signatures in. We're going to have to turn out the vote, and then planning decisions, development decisions will be in the hands of the citizens of this county, because when you have 5 developers, all you got to do is pay off 3 of them, and we're all sunk. So there you go.
Thank you so much. Our next speaker